I like the fact that you say educate our people and educate ourselves, because ever since the press release, we have received several messages from the home front, from Ambazonians even in the diaspora being concerned, and it is quite critical. I would begin with you, Barrister Fru. This initiative, where certain individuals in the diasporas, they call themselves frontline leaders, it is a mixed multitude of federalists, unionists. We don't even know what some of them are, coupists. They've all come together in the caption of whatever they did. They said, in consultation with the AGovC. I don't know why they had to spotlight it in the first paragraph. I'm not interested in reading it all. Um, they had that discussion. So Amazonians want to listen to that. But please bear with me. Let us rather talk about something that has to do with the arms on the ground, and then we take that after this. What has to do with arms on the ground? We're talking about Ngana corps. These Ngana corps are mostly illiterates. We grew up to know that one of the reasons of the cattle rearing in Africa that is criticized globally is the fact that they take babies and they just move from town to town, city to city, and never go to school. So they can barely read. Neither are they able to get such data that we saw publicized in their proxy platforms, where they could tell you the number of thousands of their so-called Muslim. They stay behind Muslims. The Muslim community is not as bad as they want to paint it in Ambazonia. So their claim is the Muslim communities have been killed, their women and blood destructions. So they brought a list and published it, and their proxy platforms announced it as a pretext for them burning down homes, killing our people at the home front. This is where we are, Barrister Fru. And your wife is around. She wants you to eat some fruits as you talk. So please talk to us. Let me begin with you.
Thank
That's
you
where
very
we
much,
begin.
buddy.
Yeah.
I will start by saying the Bororos who have been living with us over the years and have had this contentious matter with us about farmer grazer things have now become proxies for La République du Cameroon. We are not in the habit of killing our brothers Muslims. I don't know which Bororo that was killed by us, that was not killed in crossfire when they were leading La République du Cameroon forces to attack our people. I'm thinking about what happened in Wum. I'm thinking about what has been happening in Cambe from time to time. They have become an integral part of La République proxies, well, including EGOFC and the ANUS and the Cometas and you can name it. All that you publish, that you saw their pictures, those are proxies for La République du Cameroon. La République du Cameroon has lost the war, and now they are looking for proxies to do what they could not do to us that will stand. La République burnt our homes, more than 500 of our homes, villages, more than 500 of our villages, and now they want to use Mbororos to burn our people, to burn our villages in retaliation for what? I don't know of any Mbororos, or we have not seen or heard any Mbororos that have been killed by our state army. Unless they are caught in the crossfire, they are fighting like proxies for the Republic of Cameroon, and they become a legitimate target. Other than that, our Muslim brothers have lived with us over the years. We have no problem with our with our Muslim brothers and the Mbororos that still live with us from Victoria to Nkambe, and they rear their cows without any problems. They travel with their cows all over the place without any problem. Why now? Because La Republic has convinced these illiterates that if you join us, you can rear your cows without, you can even eat their crops with your cows without any repercussion coming from us. And that is why you see what you see coming. But like I say, it will amount to nothing. It's desperation from La République du Cameroon to mount these Mbororo people, to think that these Mbororo people will fight us. They cannot fight us. They will see what is coming. We are ready for any Mbororo proxy. We are ready for any AGOPC proxy through ADF. We are ready for all the proxies of La République du Cameroon. All these idiots that you showed on the screen, calling themselves a consultative committee for the democracy in southern Cameroon, they are mad people. Who talks about democracy in a war situation? Let's finish the war first, then you can come and preach your democracy, that which you know. You cannot become a proxy for La République du Cameroon and talk about proxy in the southern Cameroon. And talk about in the democracy, in the southern Cameroon. So, Paddy, the issue of Mboros is a non-issue because our state army is up to the task. Look, La République du Cameroon, when they, from the beginning of this war, destroyed our people, destroyed our people's animals, destroyed our people's crops, destroyed every living, everything that our people were using to sustain life, including their domestic animals. But we did not retaliate on the Mbororo people because they were part and parcel of us. Now they have been mounted by La République du Cameroon to consider themselves different from us, and they publish this nonsense that you call a well-documented document of the atrocities we have caused on them. No ASA has been authorized or given the authority to kill or destroy anything belonging to the Mbororos. When you see Mbororos being attacked or have been attacked by the ASA, it is because they are coming, they are the proxies for La République du Cameroon, they are coming to fight. If you come to fight and join a fight that does not concern you, you are caught in the crossfire. And what happens? You are killed or your animals are killed. It is because you provoked it. You came, you were mounted by the enemy to attack our people. We must fight. We are defending ourselves from whichever method that La République tries to use against us. So that is my take on that.
So Barrister Mbesia, before we get into this coalition for surrender shenanigans, let us look at this again from another delight. We've seen tyrannic governments in Africa employ the same strategy, and Cameroon has remixed this strategy over the past 8 years. They started with the Atanganji boys. We uncovered it. They went to all the Mutekes and this Moja and CPDM loyalists. We have uncovered it. They have used Ngala Gerard. We've uncovered it. Ngala Gerard actually used these same groups, he calls them vigilantes, to plant a bomb in his hometown that destroyed the property and almost lives of his own people, just because he wants to serve the interest of Cameroon. In Nigeria, it was alleged that the Buhari government was patronizing the services of the Fulani herdsmen against the Easterners and the Southerners. Right now in Ambazonia, it has now been confirmed. It has been confirmed that the Ngana cause are also being patronized by CBDM loyalists to inflict pain and cause mayhem on the civilian population. This is as critical as it sounds, and we cannot look at it with any blind glass. Talk to us, Barrister Mbesia.
Thank you for having me. I think we're making a mistake. These Mbororos that you call them there, they are not stupid people. They are not illiterates. No, they are very educated people. They are well trained. And so they are not doing that
No, I'm
level of
talking about
stupidity.
we're talking about Ngana cause.
No,
The
listen,
Mbororos are not being used. They're talking about Ngana
I've
cause.
understood. Let me finish my point. I've understood it very, very well. Whether you describe them as Ganoko or whatever, what I'm trying to say is those ones acting the way they're acting, the ones you're complaining about, they are not illiterates. They are very educated people. But they are being used to serve a purpose. And I can say, if it is a farmer aggressive issue, that is true. That is not the only place in Ambazonia or even in Cameroon where cows are reared. We have so many cows in different parts of Ambazonia where they have these
Yep.
problems. Besides just the cows, we have land disputes between communities. And I can attest to you, that as a lawyer, I handled not less than 10 cases involving different communities over disputes over land, where some people were wounded, where some cocoa trees were fell down, where some goats were killed. They were taken to court. And the maximum I remember having in Manfred High Court was a conviction of some of those intruders, some of those performers, to 25 years jail. So what I'm trying to say is that farmer grazier land disputes have laws that govern it. There are laws in the books in Cameroon there. And so if you find people behaving that way, lawlessly and claiming to be fighting for a particular group, call it a Fulanese or Borolos or whatever thing you call it, it's a scheme. It's just a lie. Because naturally, what happens with the farmer, with the cattle rearing community is, with the neighbors is, if their cows stray into your farm and they are eating your crops, the normal reaction of the victims whose crops are being destroyed is to kill the cow or the sheep or whatever it is there. They don't organize, go and burn down villages across. That is criminal. That's action which should be punished by law. And again, this is not the first time. As I was trying to say, these people are not stupid people. Well, remember in Garbu. In Garbu happened because the government armed certain people they called the Mbururos, which were termed the vigilantes. And they went down to Ngarabu, committed all the crimes that all of us agree. The government agrees that they committed those crimes. The government agrees that they gave them the arms. And the government claims they arrested the soldiers who gave the instructions. But ask officially, they're on the record. Where are the people to whom you were giving these arms? They said they had vanished into thin air. Why would a Mbororo man vanish into thin air with an AK-47 for unidentifiable to the government? It's all fraud, it's orchestrated. And so, again, it is not happening everywhere. Those are the proxies, those are created by the government. The last I saw yesterday on that very issue was the prefect of Dangom and Tukar. He said, well, we'll bring the people together, the problem is resolved. Well, how is the problem resolved? After you've killed other people, no punishment, they will go unpunished because the duo will shave the tear, says the matter is finished. And so it is not that these people are stupid. No, they are just being used. They are very educated, Bororo. They are very people. The people who rear cows are not stupid people. They defend their cows. They go after those cows, but they defend the cows. They know the right to defend cows. They know their right to go, not to go across and
You see,
graze their
Mr.
cows.
Mbesi, I'm not cutting you short, but it's just something I want us to focus about. I want us to focus on how they are being instrumentalized. They are not stupid,
Yes.
but they are acting stupid. That is the interest here. I'm not into the laws that govern all of this in Cameroon because it's not important in this case. It's about the fact
Yeah.
that Cameroon uses them against the civilian population, which I really would want you to focus on that as you conclude your conversation, please.
Okay, what I was trying to say in landing is, you see, what is happening in Dongamantu with the Bororos? It's not new. They are being instrumentalized. The same thing is happening, for example, in what they call the Northwest Southwest divide. What was Moja Moja doing? He was identifying people he calls from the grassland, showing that these people who don't like them, killing them, hurting them, as organized by the government. Show that way he cannot live with the Northwest, what they call the Northwest. Show that he cannot live with the South, with these graffiti people. And so it is just the name that has changed from government instrumentalizing people, different groups against themselves. The divide and rule system. It does not change from, for example, the Northwest Southwest divide created by the government to the Bororo, whatever thing you give it there. So it is going across the board. It is not new. And so we should understand that all what is going on in Kambe, call it the Bororo, whatever thing, is being replicated elsewhere in a different name. Again, I've just cited the Moja Moja thing. It's an ideal thing. I find people who support Moja Moja in this exercise, they are not illiterates. They are senators. They are people with PhD degree holders. And they have given Moja Moja these arms, not to fight for anything, but to fight against the people they call the graphic people, who cannot live, according to them, with the Southwesterners. It goes further. We remember that Chimokete died, but Chimokete was the first person with a degree who went to represent Southern Cameroon in Lagos. He was the best one of the best educated people there. He was the government minister there in Lagos. And what did he say? He's instrumentalized. He comes and says, well, the Northwest, I represent the Southwest, they cannot live with the Northwest. So it's just the tip of the iceberg. It's a smaller tip of the larger context of what government is doing. So take it that what is going on in Cambe is organized, I believe, confirmed by Ngala Gerard and his force. But if you can't be there, you come to the subway, you're going to find it there. If you come to Manu, you find something happening in Akwaya. You see, this community is against this one. Government is supporting one camp or the other. So it's a strategy being used by the government to plan a divide and rule process to defeat the Ambazonian overall goal of freedom. That's what I can say about that. Over to you.